that you keep going higher and higher.
If you had been here for previous ones, you would know that we are Jessica and Ashley. I'm sorry. Jess and Ashley. She wants me to call her Jess. That is very difficult for me. Jessica. I like to say your name in long, drawn out, crazy voices.
That was effing weird.
I keep turning my head, and I hope that that's okay.
You're looking at me.
I want to look at you.
I look at you.
Let's look at each other. Anyways, this is the
Tumblebird Raven podcast.
I know that's a crazy, silly name, but please stay tuned. I promise you will find out by the end of this episode why that is our podcast name. It was just so incredibly hard for us to pick a name for this podcast. As you can tell in our intro, we love to laugh. That is one of our favorite things, and that's one of our main focuses when it comes to this podcast. I actually wanted to name it The Best Medicine, but that one was already taken.
So, as were many others.
Yes. So we started thinking about things that were personal and funny to us, inside jokes that we have with each other. And my first suggestion was sipping on crack, but you said absolutely not.
People would take that the wrong way.
Can you
we
imagine?
Don't do crack. Don't do drugs. Period. Kids, adults, anybody.
What? Did you say we don't do drugs? Period. Kids, adults, anybody.
Like, don't do drugs.
Your grammar wasn't quite there. I went to Jessica one day and I was like, well, what about Tumblebird Raven? We both thought about it and we were like, you know what, let's do it. So we're really excited to get this started. We just want to start our episode by kind of giving a background on us and our life, our story, our bond as sisters, and why we wanted to do this together. And on take 5, my sister's voice sounded normal.
I don't know what's going on. But you'll hear it at periods of times. This is not my normal voice. I'm losing my voice. Feel fine.
That's what happens when you start smoking at the age of 12.
I did not start smoking at the
smoking
age of
crack.
Negative. Never.
I'm just kidding. I like to tease.
But I think I've been before. So yesterday, I was singing a lot. I was practicing like my runs.
Oh yes, we're big singers here.
Yeah, I was in my car with my kids and I was singing Teddy Swims. You know,
I lose control.
That was amazing.
Thank you, I know. American Idol, here I come.
You're too old.
Oh dang. Okay.
The Voice.
America's Got Talent.
The Voice.
Simon Cowell, I love you.
Yeah. But The Voice too.
Howie Mandel too.
Howie Mandel's not on The Voice.
He's on America's Got Talent. That's what I'm talking about.
I was talking about The Voice.
I know. We were talking about different things.
Yeah. So I lost my voice out of nowhere last night. I was freaking out because we were going to be recording today. And then I wake up this morning. Voice is fine. We were
totally
filming.
All day long.
We had filmed an entire episode for this podcast. Right? Entire episode. And we realized that we didn't have the mics plugged in. So we have to redo it.
I'm sorry.
My voice started going out when we recorded.
Right at the end. Like the last 5 minutes of our hour and 5-minute recording that we had made.
So I'm so excited to do this podcast that I'm going to do it without my normal voice.
As you can tell, we're super newbies. A rookie, as our friend Sydney might say.
going to start this off at the beginning. She is hard of hearing and wears hearing aids. Love her so much. So much that we got, I don't know if you can see what it says because I'm far away. But yeah, that little tattoo on my wrist, that's matching tattoo.
Tell our listening viewers what it is.
It is two hearts with a W in it. Because this will be another episode.
You guys are wieners.
No. I will say what the W stands for another episode when Sydney's here.
Okay, well, tell them the story about the rookie.
So she was talking to me last night, and we were talking about selective hearing and saying things wrong. You know, well, we haven't talked about it yet. We did in our last recording.
We as a family love to make jokes. That's one of our things. We love to laugh. We're going to talk about
We love to make fun of people. I'm just kidding.
Specifically each other and our friends and family.
Only the people we're close to.
So anytime anyone messes up a word, we love to point it out and laugh about it.
We do.
And I actually met someone who that wasn't normal. It was so normal to me, but it wasn't normal to them. And I was so thrown off by that because that's something that we grew up doing all the time. And they low-key were annoyed by it.
You haven't told me about this.
I know. I'll tell you who was it.
Okay, I'm interested. Okay. Well, my best friend Sydney, she knows that we like to laugh about mispronounced words.
Yeah.
So she tells me the other night she's watching a new show. And she told me it was called The Rookie.
That's insane.
I literally said, the what? The what? She's like, The Rookie.
When she first told me this in our last take, when it was authentic and I heard it for the first time, I said, oh my God, because that is insane. Like, I also watched that show, and I just can't imagine somebody not knowing the word rookie. Like, she made a rookie move.
She did. But in her defense, she's hard of hearing, so she watches the subtitles, I think. More, because she also,
queens. On
top of her watching these shows and being hard of hearing, she has 3 small children who are very loud. Love those kids like my own, but they can be loud, especially when they're at their own house.
Yeah, they're a rambunctious bunch.
Hardcore needs them subtitles, so she just sees ROOKE, which if you think about it, you say cookie. No.
Rookie and cookie, Jessica. She has no argument.
But if you think, when you learn in school, is ooh.
Cook. Look.
No, I'm saying like
took.
Ooh. I don't know where the hell she got it.
Crook.
She thought it was rookie, and it's rookie. Okay? That's the moral of the story. It was funny. It was
rookie.
Hilarious. Rookie.
Anyways, we're sisters. We're 6.5 years apart. We grew up in Mississippi.
Born and raised, baby.
We have a really close, special bond. What is it?
It's not from back in the day. I'm going to edit that out.
Don't. You say the funniest things. This isn't a skit, by the way. This is authentic.
It is not.
This is take 6,028. But it is authentic, I swear to you, today.
We are just going with the flow on what we say and do.
We have an idea for this episode. And that's what we're going to talk about.
Yes. Our episode topic
for the 8,000th
is going to be inside sister jokes.
Yes.
Which we will get into in a minute. And I'm talking really close to my microphone because I'm worried my voice going out is going to make it where you can't hear me. Anyway. Talking about our bonds.
Talking about our bonds. See, we make fun of people.
Okay. Talking about our bond. There's a story I think about had a better terminology.
Earlier we were talking about this, and she went, "Yes, we have such a close bond. I always think back to this one time." And I'm thinking she's going to tell a childhood story like when I punched out her window. But no, she talks about... Not this time.
So, anyways, there's a story.
She told a story from 2021.
Talking about our bond. So there was our family. Our dad's side of the family is very big on, like, games and stuff like that. So, like, every year for Christmas, we plan, like, crazy off-the-wall different games.
Yeah, we're a game.
They're not off the wall, but they're like ones we've seen on, like,
games.
TikTok and YouTube and
fun little experiments.
So there was a game that we played where we were blindfolded and we had to, like, eat something and, like, describe what we were eating to the other person.
Teammates.
For them to guess what we were eating. You just couldn't say what it was.
Yeah.
So, long story short, it was random selected that we were picked
we
as
drew
partners.
out of a hat numbers.
Yeah.
Because we have a big family.
Our dad was so upset that we got picked as a partner because he knows our bond.
He's like, they're going to win.
Yeah. And then we have the video of us actually doing this challenge. And you can hear our dad.
He's like, nobody stands a chance.
And he was in the video.
We
started doing
and he
well.
goes, I told you. Look at him.
Like,
look at him.
See, I told you.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll post that video.
Yes, we have video evidence. I hate that video, but if you guys want to see it, I'll show it to you.
Yeah. I'll show. I don't care.
We grew up on and off sharing a room and stuff, so we've always been really close. And we've grown up today. We're equally as close. We live about 20, 30 minutes away from each other. I'm always going to her house. She's a mom with 4 kids who are 17, 15, 13, and 8. Oh, and by the way, earlier she made the mistake of calling her 13-year-old a 16-year-old.
She's making fun of me because when I said 17, I would have normally said 17.
She's 17.
I was talking like Forrest Gump, apparently.
Yes. And then I made fun of her. And that segued into me being good at impressions.
She always makes fun of my accent.
Cornbread.
We'll talk about those when Joe's here, though.
Yeah, damn right. But yeah, she's a mom to some children, 4 children.
4 beautiful girls.
They are. I love my nieces to death.
I am married. I've been married for almost 17 years, but we've been together for 18.
Yes.
He's amazing.
He's great. He's a great dad.
He's a great husband.
Great brother-in-law.
Yes. He works offshore. Recently, within like less than 2 years. So
yeah.
He's not home 3 weeks at a time now, but he's amazing. We love him.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll have him on. He's crazy. He's so crazy.
So she's like the fun, responsible mom, and I'm like the traveling aunt who has no children, no husband, and a cat.
You'll probably see Leia pop up in these videos.
She's around here somewhere.
She will just pop up out of nowhere.
I don't know where that girl is. But yeah.
I have a dog. Well, I'm down to 1 dog.
Aw, R.I.P. Chloe.
I know. My Chloe girl passed away on Christmas
very recently. It's March, yes.
Yeah. We miss her very much. She was almost 12. Golden Retriever. I have a male Golden Retriever. He is 12. Chevy. Chevy
boy.
And then I have 2 cats. And I have a snake. And I love my freaking snake.
Shout out to all my Slytherins. That's another thing we love here is pop culture.
Yeah. For sure. And movies. Which is where my snake gets his name from, Echo.
Yes. Yes.
We'll talk about that on our other episode.
Yeah. Yes, we love TVs. We love TV shows and movies. We love pop culture. We love music. We just love a good story. We love storytelling. We love stuff that makes you feel. And that's what we hope our podcast is, that something where we can have fun, we can talk about serious stuff, we can talk about funny stuff, and we can just be real, and we can help you feel.
Yes.
Not to sound
and one of our main things is going to be, like, we want to talk about serious stuff. We've been through serious stuff that other people we know have been through. But we want people to understand that, like, in the moment of it, it's not funny. It's not anything. It's a traumatic experience. But we want people to understand that, like, it's okay to laugh about it later.
Absolutely.
We want to laugh about everything.
That's really what life is all about.
You know, I can honestly use this now as a great example.
What is it?
We just recorded a whole episode without our mics plugged in.
Don't remind me. I'm not laughing about that one yet.
But she was upset. And I said, you know what? We're going to use our motto. And we're going to laugh about the serious stuff. Because it is what it is. We couldn't change it. So now we get to record it again.
We could not change it.
And it's all
improv. It was so good, too.
But we're still improv right now.
It does.
It's okay. Laugh about it. See, you're laughing, though.
Well, yeah. Because that's what we bring to the table. Can we go back to something we were talking about earlier?
Of course.
I want to recap this. My impressions.
Ashley's a great impressionist.
Hold on. Impressionist. I can impress the crap out of you. Are you ready to be impressed by my impressions? Prepare to be impressed.
Okay. Hold on. Time out for a second. I was going to say something. And now I can't remember.
Well, too bad. We're going to talk about my Forrest Gump impression. We're going to keep the ball rolling.
Lego.
When she said 17 earlier, it got me triggered because I started talking about Forrest Gump. And Jess had thought that I had heard. I'm telling you, I'm going to call you Jessica.
You'll learn.
Jessica had thought she heard my Forrest Gump impression for the first time a few years ago, but that's not the case.
I don't remember the other.
The first time she ever heard my Forrest Gump impression was when I had to have been 10. It was right before our parents split up.
I was 17.
Yes.
That was before I moved out.
Yes.
You were
10. Because we're 6.5 years apart. It was probably March. I was about to turn 11.
You were 10 when I moved out.
Yeah, you moved out in April.
You were almost 11, yeah.
Yeah, so this is the timeline. Anyways, Mammo's feet stunk. We were riding in the car.
Poor Mamu.
She had the worst smell of feet I ever smelled.
We had been at the parks all day.
We rented this really nice house, and we were driving back to it. And that was the first time that I did my Forrest Gump impression, and I said, "That's a pretty kitty."
Every time you do it.
That's a pretty kitty. But Jessica apparently only remembers the time that I said we were at Amerigo's, I think it was, with Sydney, our friend,
No,
the rookie.
It wasn't Sydney.
Oops, my bad. Anyways, we were at Amerigo's and we were with a friend, and I looked at them and they asked me. I guess we got to talking about my Forrest Gump impression.
It was Brittany.
Yeah, I knew it was Brittany. After you said it wasn't Sydney, I thought you knew.
Just remember.
Anyways, apparently, what did I say?
I just felt like drinking.
I just felt like drinking.
I have this one on video.
I just felt like drinking.
I have it on video.
I have one too many Dr. Peppers. I gotta pay.
Janae.
I just felt like running.
Mom. I can't.
What? Oh, Mama always said, life is like a box of chocolates.
You never know what you're gonna get. I love me some Forrest Gump.
That makes me want to segue into my sheep impersonation.
So, this whole episode is related to Inside Sister jokes.
Of course, that is the topic. We're gonna do each episode kind of topical.
Yeah.
And that is gonna be the main topic of this first one that we're doing. Absolutely.
So, before she does this for you, we are going to explain. So we were very young.
Oh yeah.
I was like 15 because we went to.
I was 9.
We went to Missouri.
That is that's something that we do a lot. we're our bond is so strong that we have a lot of moments where we'll say the same thing and then we'll laugh the same way and then it'll kind of just like domino and then it'll get worse and then we're just like, whoa. Like you can ask our daughters.
My kids can definitely vouch for that.
Yeah, it happened like 5 times this past Wednesday and it's Saturday.
I feel like my voice is
getting better. What is wrong with you? You are an alien. I don't know. What is happening with you? I'm gonna cry. I gotta pee. Oh my gosh. What are we talking about? Oh, how we say the same thing. We were talking about how this is an Inside Sister joke episode. And I'm going to give you my impression of the sheep.
I gotta explain it.
But most of our inside jokes come from road trips. I want to preface with this. And this was another road trip. I said road trip. Road trip.
Road trip.
Where we went to Missouri.
Yes, I was 15. I remember this trip, but I know. I can't talk.
Anyways, but
I was 15 because I got my belly button pierced on that trip.
Girl, you what? I thought that was at the beach.
No, that was when we were in Missouri. Because we went to
Billy Bob's. I'm just kidding.
That was when we went on. Oh my gosh!
What?
I can't wait to have our travel episode because
we have the best travels. We're a traveling family. I'm very grateful for the experiences.
Canoe.
Oh yes, the canoe.
Anyway, yes, I was 15 at that trip. That's where I got my belly button first.
All right.
Anyway, so we're in the car. She's 9, I'm 15. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
we said that already.
So anyway. So we're in the car,
and you were doing that clicking thing.
I do it with my tongue.
One more time.
Side of my tongue.
Beautiful.
Yeah. You.
Stay tuned.
So anyway, I'm doing that. So we start talking about I don't even know. We just started talking
weird
about
sounds you can do with your mouth.
Yeah. So
and she asked me to do something.
And this is what happened.
I don't even remember what she wanted me to do, but this is what came out. And it's become a staple. It became a staple in our lives.
Just do it.
Everyone in my life through high school got to hear this because
I would always tell them to hear it. I would always like throw her under the bus. Like, have you heard her do this?
If you took any of my best friends into this podcast and said, "Do you know what actually sheep sound is?" They would be like, "Duh." I'm not even kidding. Like,
I wasn't even gonna state what it was yet.
No, I already stated it earlier.
Oh, my bad.
I said my sheep sound.
My bad.
Anyways, like, if you had been here for Take 2004, you would have known that I hadn't done my sheep sound for many years. But I did it an hour ago, so I'm a little more warmed up than before. Yeah. But anyways, this is my sheep voice. My impression of a sheep voice. I'm doing bad. Wait. I can do this. I'm overthinking it. I'm nervous.
What? It's just me and you sitting here.
Ready.
Better.
Okay, I'm making a bad name for myself.
This is better. This is better than the last recording.
It's because I'm nervous, because I already succeeded.
Well, alright, don't hurt yourself.
I feel like I'm not doing as good.
Okay, just stop. You have some good ones in there.
Perfect. That is what my sheep sound was. I've changed my mind. I killed it.
Do you know what we haven't done?
What have we not done? Cheers.
That was horrible.
What? Again. Bing.
There we go.
Oh, just call me Chandler Bing.
Oh.
I love to make jokes.
And peace.
Bring up sadness. We love him for his character, and we want...
We do, but I'm still going to say rest in peace, Matthew Perry, because you bring up Chandler Bing.
He would make a joke about it.
He would.
And that's what we're going to do.
So.
I am an impressionist. I have many skills. I am an impressionist. I am a rapper. I am theatrical. I am the greatest thing that ever happened to you. And you make weird faces. Let's segue into the next thing by talking about all the weird things that you do.
You should read the back of my shirt right now.
Show me, and I'll read it to our viewers. What does it say? Let's read this, everybody. It says, "If my mouth doesn't say it, my face definitely will." What the freak was your face saying? Because I didn't get it. It looked like, ooh. Brother, ooh.
I'm not doing that.
Anyways, we have another sister joke. And I think I want to segue into the weird things that you do.
Oh.
So you get it. I didn't get it. On take 3,000, I didn't know what she was doing. But this is take 7,000, so by now I'm a pro. Oh, what we didn't mention before was that, okay, we'll tell the story, but that night, remember we went to Hard Rock and you and I took a picture together doing it with our drinks, remember? At the Hard Rock Cafe?
Oh, when they sang to me?
Yes. Yes. Okay, so we love to travel. We're a family that travels. We're very blessed. I think compared to most people, we really had a fun family and a close family.
We did.
And we traveled a lot. One of the places we went was Universal Studios, but we've also gone as adults. Something we've continued doing in our life, and we can't wait to talk more about that in future episodes. But the one we're going to focus on today is Jessica's 30th birthday. Dirty 30, get lit!
Yeah!
Hashtag Donkey and Shrek. Anyways,
if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. And
we will talk more about that in a previous.
The 30th.
I'm sorry.
Just in future episodes. We'll talk about that in take 2000, which you'll never see because we didn't have our microphones plugged in.
This is great.
You're great.
This is going amazing.
You're going amazing.
Okay.
I'm your number one supporter.
Thanks.
You're welcome. We love Jimmy Fallon.
Ow.
See, we're just that in sync.
You just almost ran over my puppet.
We were not in sync just then.
What were you saying?
I said, we're so in sync. And you went something about your puppet, and I said, it's gonna be May.
I was saying you almost ran over my
puppies. Yes. Pop culture, we love it. Anyways, Jessica's...
My.
Okay, sheep, Justin Timberlake. My. My. We've got to tell the story. It was Jessica's 30th birthday. It was a surprise to her. And it was before Velocicoaster opened at Universal Studios, but they were starting to expand their Jurassic World area because Jurassic World movie had just come out, and Blue, who was the very famous Velocicoaster from that movie. Why is that funny? Did I say Velocicoaster?
You said she's the famous Velocicoaster from that movie.
I didn't even know. Oh my gosh. I thought it was doing so good. She's a very famous Velociraptor. See, we like to make fun of people. Word. Word, G-Money. I got a lifetime of knowledge.
You know it, bro.
Oh my gosh. Blue is a very Velociraptor from that movie. Don't die. From that movie. And she was an attraction that had just opened around the time that we went. And it's like a life-size Velociraptor. And you know, like, our mom loves to do like themed shirts. And so we have video and photo evidence of this for future knowledge if you guys want to see it. But we went to see Blue, and our shirts, Jessica's shirt said birthday girl, and then mine said sister birthday girl, and then our mom said mom of birthday girl.
Like we're 8.
Shut up.
I'm just playing.
She's gonna hate you.
No, I was just playing, Mom. I love you. I loved the shirts. I loved them.
It was your surprise birthday.
I was joking.
Let's show them how you cried when we gave you Justin Timberlake concert tickets. And this will segue into our next sister joke about that. But anyways, we're taking this video, and they're like, okay, sister and mom abandon Jessica. And because I am a self-aware queen, I heard him and instantly got out of the way. But mom was just like, I'm having the best time ever. And he goes, Mom, abandon Jessica. And then Jessica's all by herself.
Very
aggressive.
He was aggressive. Yes,
he was great though. He was like a pleasant aggressive.
Yeah.
And so Jessica's by herself, and I guess she gets real nervous because this thing is like big and like in your face and like right there.
I had seen videos where these things would like just like at people, you know, and
yeah,
I had my back to it. I couldn't see what it was doing.
So we noticed, and this was not a one-time event. We have noticed since then that this is a common theme amongst Jessica's anxiety.
I get nervous.
I don't know what the heck she does, but she does something like this with her fingers, and she'll be like holding like. And for our viewers, she kind of puts one finger up, or our listeners, not our viewers. She kind of puts one finger up, and all the rest curve down, kind of like you're doing a gun. But like up against her tummy. But like also she's holding her wrist with her other hand while the other hand is doing like a gun motion, pointing down to the ground.
I don't know if it's like that, but we will find the video and the photo and post it for reference. I'll save the video for like our future travel episode, like Universal.
Yeah, but we'll show
I'll
you a picture
the
for reference.
Picture
on our social media.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to start doing some social media stuff. So if there's anything that you want to see proof of any of the stories we tell you today, we'd be happy to post them.
For sure.
But anytime I want to pick at her, I kind of bring up her finger in that scenario, and so that's another one of our inside jokes.
I like literally started. I don't know what I do. I start out like this, and then I'm like.
Yeah, you like. I don't know what I do. Grinch your fingers.
There is a literal video of like my fingers doing whatever I do. We could both be doing it wrong.
We could,
but we have it in a video.
I
might go ahead and post just that video clip.
Yeah, you could.
So y'all could see it in live action of what I do.
And then we could post the one where Blue hurt Mom later.
Those are the best.
But on that same trip, we surprised Jessica with Justin Timberlake concert tickets for her first Justin Timberlake solo concert ever. She had been to an NSYNC one many, many years ago, but it was a big deal. And she took me to that concert, and that created another one of our sister jokes.
Yes, we were driving home. We saw him in Memphis, his hometown. And because we're not, but like, 3 hours away, we don't really stay overnight, so we just drive home right after. Yeah.
And she made me promise to stay awake, and I couldn't.
She didn't.
I'm sorry.
I was so mad.
It was late.
That's
drinks were involved.
Fact. Yes.
We were delirious.
Well, I stopped drinking a while in because I knew I had to drive home.
Yeah.
But Ashley had a few more than me.
I got cut off.
But that's another story. We have another episode of those stories.
Yeah, we've met a lot of celebrities.
Yeah. So anyway, we're driving home from Memphis to where we live in Mississippi, and there was construction work, and I'm driving, so I'm fully aware of what is going on, right? So I see they have like road closed signs and cones, but I also see that the road, like, I guess it was like where like you would have gone straight, but they went around where they were doing the construction. So I saw the road curve. Ashley did not see that. So all I hear, as calm as could be, I hear, "Oh, I'm scared." And I literally was like, I lost it. I just started laughing so hard.
And we both started laughing. Her laughing got me laughing.
I was laughing because I knew what she was saying scared her, but I was also laughing even harder because it was the fact of like how calm she sounded. Like it didn't sound like somebody who was legitimately scared.
Well, take it from this perspective. I don't remember it fully, but I imagine it as like maybe I was looking down and I look up and all I see is orange cones straight ahead. It's dark. So I don't see where the road curves. So I think we're going to head straight into these cones. And I genuinely was scared. But I think I was so delirious that it came out so calmly. And I was scared. I really was.
She didn't sound it. I'll tell you that.
I went, oh, my heart jumped. That was my heart jump. Oh, I'm scared. Well, I need you to know.
She let me know, all right.
And then, but by the time I already got it out, we were already curving past it. So, and maybe that's why it was also calm, because by the time I could express my scaredom, we were already, the danger was gone.
It was,
we weren't bowling with construction cones anymore.
Yeah. That was so now, so since then, we will, anytime something scares us that doesn't, like, fully, like, just petrify, we will be like, oh, I'm scared. And people look at us like we're crazy, but we know what we're talking about.
They will, and we'll just giggle, because that's what we
will.
do.
We will. So, yeah, so that was a big one.
I think we should go into the toe-nail stories.
Yeah, so another one that we
love
say
our mother.
A lot.
We love our mother's side of the family. But what I always say is they have Voldemort toes. And go watch Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire to understand what I mean. When he first becomes human again, he's walking on that graveyard, you see them toes, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So our dad has always been more of a jokester than our mom, I would say. He loves making fun of people and family members.
And he's very, like, quick and witty to, like, say things off the top of his head.
Yeah. And so we were picking on our mom one night.
This is a long time ago. We were both, like, very young. Mm-hmm. So we were very vague on, like, the details. But there were certain things that just stuck.
Yeah.
That we've just done throughout all the way up till now in our life.
I think it was like when Tina goes, her toes goes. When she walks around a corner, you knows. When Tina goes, her toes blows.
Yes.
Because he was saying, like, you could see her toes before her when she walked around the corner.
She hates this story.
She does. We love you,
Mom.
You are content.
But it has been something that we have laughed about forever. Mm-hmm. Which leads us to, we went shopping one time in Gulfport. And we were with our mom. Uh-huh. It was just the three of us. And there was this nail salon.
Well, I don't know if we've mentioned this yet, but our mother's name is Tina.
It is. It is Tina.
So we are Tina. Tina. Hashtag Donkey and Shrek, if you know, you know. We, Anyway, our mom's name is Tina. You need to know that for the story.
So, we're driving to Gulfport. There's a nail salon called T-Nails.
Just
T-Nails.
Yep. And we thought it was hysterical because it sounds like Tina.
And it made us think of when she goes, her toes blows.
And so Jessica took a picture of me with the caption T-Nails, and I was going like my head was down. I got a really
We'll find the picture and we will post it because it's another.
It's golden. It's a golden nugget of our life.
It is. It is. That's a good one.
So something we'll always randomly say to cheer each other up is T-Nails.
Yeah. So there's another one earlier, in our 7,000 take of, I'm going to be like Ash and say that, of when we recorded the podcast with no mics plugged in. We did not mention one of our sister inside jokes.
What was it?
Boy.
So we used to share a room growing up. And one night, we were delirious yet again.
We were very young.
Very young. This was around the same time I punched out your window. Maybe a little later.
It was.
But, what? Just scratch myself. Again. I went, anyways, that hurt. One night. Are you alright? Are you about to puke?
I was trying to swallow my drink without laughing. Because you're like, I just scratched myself. I was like, ka-cha.
Like, okay, Lightning McQueen.
I was just about to say, just call me Lightning McQueen. Oh my gosh. We were laying in bed one night, and I just hear, oi. And I whipped my head. I was like, what was that? And it was my sister's freaking stomach. So, and that was like 20 years ago.
Girl was hungry.
She needed a midnight snack.
I did. My stomach was like, wait.
And then there was, similarly to that night, in the same time period in our life, there was a time where we were sharing a room. And I saw a shadow on the wall, and it kind of freaked me out. Like, I thought it was like a monster or something. It was like a tree branch or something on the shadow through the window. And Jessica was a good big sister. The one and only time. We'll talk about the other times where she was horrible.
Shut up.
But she was a good sister that night, and she made me laugh, and she became a comedian. And I don't know why this was the funniest thing in the world to us, us little kids. But I guess we had a lamp that your leg had a shadow on. And she held her leg straight in the air. I'm not going to demonstrate it for you, but she held her leg straight in the air, and her big toe was just sticking straight. Are you? Girl, don't get that away from me.
I can't.
It's a white pillow. They can't even. She had her big toe sticking straight up.
I did like the thumbs up.
Yeah, like a thumbs up with the big toe. And it reflected on that wall in a way that made us cry from laughter.
We laughed so hard.
And we talked about that for years.
I can't do that like I used to, though, because my foot will cramp.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to segue into our last sister joke of the night.
Yes.
This is This is the reason that our podcast is the name that it is.
Yes, Tumblebird Raven.
So yeah, you take it over.
I will say, on all of our road trips that we've taken, I have very bad selective hearing.
Oh yes.
So
it runs in the family.
It does. But so with this one was a crazy day. I was very tired. We were both very delirious.
Yeah, she came to pick me up from Alabama, and we were driving home. Are you all right?
Just spit all over myself.
Oh.
Why did you?
I don't know. It was scandalous.
Okay. Anyway. So, yeah. So she said talk about
Jessica had burped. And I said, I was really fast. I was like, beautiful. And she was like, what? I said, beautiful. She said, what? I said, beautiful. And she's like, oh, I thought you said you. And so we had a good laugh about that.
We did.
And that kind of started like a series of inside jokes throughout the whole rest of that car ride when we were driving back home.
I couldn't tell you what other words were said, but I thought this girl said Tumblebird Raven was sipping on crack.
I swear, I probably was saying like something like that. Instead of sipping on crack. We had like a whole spiel though, and then it became like this thing, like, ooh, Tumblebird Raven is sipping on crack. Ooh, you, Tumblebird Raven is sipping on crack. Ooh, you, Tumblebird Raven, Tumblebird Raven sipping on crack. You, ooh.
Yeah.
And there you go. That's how I rap, and you now know that. I did win a rap battle back in like 2019 for New Year's Eve in a whole room of people. Like, it was valid. I won that rap battle. I almost said bap rattle.
You missed my mess up.
What did you say?
Instead of Ash and Jess at the end of the I said Ash and Jess.
I'm squealing like a freaking squirrel. You got that from Nana. R.I.P. We love you. Remember when Nana used to wheeze? That's how she laughed.
I loved her.
She was the most angelic woman I've ever met in my whole life, and I wish I could have gotten to know her more. That's why Taylor Swift's Marjorie hits me so hard.
Okay,
You need to hear that song. We'll talk
will
about Taylor Swift
talk about
another
all
day.
this in another episode. We will get off track. So, anyway,
But yes, that is why our podcast is the name that it is.
Tumblebird Raven. That is also why she suggested sipping on crack, and I said, no.
Yes, so it's original to us. It means something special to us, and it's not taken already.
Yeah. It was
So,
original.
welcome to the official first episode of the Tumblebird Raven podcast. We would always like to end our episodes with maybe some questions.
We would love people, if you're,
We would love
watching,
people.
to submit questions. Maybe ask us questions about us.
Mm-hmm.
Ask advice.
Yes.
We will have a segment on you submitting us stuff, asking, are you the a-hole?
Yeah.
Um,
Anything you want to know about us?
Anything. We're
Anything
open
you want to know at all?
books.
We'll give you our
we
opinions.
don't care.
We'll give you an answer, whether it's sufficient or not.
Straight up. G money.
Words, you money. Another thing we want to do with the end of each episode, for now, maybe we'll adapt it over time.
Yeah.
But we love jokes, obviously. That's one of the main things that we've talked about today. So each episode, we were thinking about maybe trading off and giving each other a dad joke at the end of every episode. Yeah. So today, I have one for you. Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
Hey, how do you make holy water?
Oh, I do know.
Oh.
Boil the hell out of it.
Yeah. Wait! Why did you get so close to the microphone?
I thought people couldn't hear me.
You boil the hell out of it! Yes, you do. We are experts in that. And, yeah, I actually told that joke at a supernatural convention back in, I think, 2015. And, Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles really loved it. So we also have video evidence of that if you want to see that in the future. And next time you better have a good dad joke for me that I have never heard.
I will.
Okay.
I have a lot.
I have faith in you.
I have a lot. I'm married to a dad. So.
Can you give me one right now?
My husband
Just
is
because
a
we'd
dad.
already done that one, I want some surprise factor. Can you spit one out right now?
Right now?
Yeah, give me a dad joke.
Dang, you put me on the spot.
Go. 1, 3, 2, 1.
Oh gosh, I gotta remember how it goes.
You're failing.
Yeah, I don't remember.
You don't remember nothing? Can you give me any joke? It doesn't have to be a dad
You
joke.
put me on the spot like I wasn't prepared.
Any joke at all.
I did not have one in my brain.
Any joke you've ever heard in your life.
How do you make a tissue dance?
Not me thinking of that before you even said it. If you don't know the answer to that joke, you're a freaking loser. Thank you so much for listening to our podcast. We hope that you'll come back for episode 2. This has been Jess
and Ash.
And this is the Tumblebird Raven podcast.
Peace out.
Love you.
Dog.